but we do have a great walkability location here in Pacific Beach. You can walk anywhere typically, and that's why I love living down here and I haven't moved out of Pacific Beach.
Thank you for joining me on San Diego Home Tours today. I am Addie Jacobs.
Hey, today I am talking Pacific Beach, the goods and the bads, because I am from down here and I would love to share and stay with me until the end because I do want to share some of my tips when either visiting or moving here to Pacific Beach. So to start off, our weather is fabulous. I hear so many birds out today. It's just a beautiful day in mid-70s in February, right? You might hear a little construction. I'm remodeling part of my house. Sorry. So just to let you know from the beginning. All right. What I want to talk about too is we have great weather pretty much year round, right? But we do have a little bit of the May gray or the June gloom, right? But not all the time. And it's not for very long. So you're going to love it here anyways. But if you were going to visit, I would definitely say those are the 2 months I wouldn't jump into and spend your money, hard-earned money to come to San Diego then. But if you were going to come and stay in an Airbnb, we have some great beachfront properties that you can Airbnb all the way to just some little condos or apartments. So we are one of the highest hit when it comes to Airbnbs here. And I actually even Airbnb my own house out, which is a great opportunity if you are a home buyer or an investor. It's already hot out here and it's only like 10 in the morning. If you wanted to purchase an investment property in Airbnb. Now we do have a little bit tougher regulations in the last year or two. So you do have to get a license. So be aware of that. But we do have a great walkability location here in Pacific Beach. You can walk anywhere typically, and that's why I love living down here and I haven't moved out of Pacific Beach because it's pretty crazy that you can just walk out of your house and to the coffee shop, right? Or to the local bar or dive bar or even Mavericks when you go down there, which I'll talk to you a little bit about because we do have some great bars and restaurants here. So the walkability is fabulous. North Pacific Beach into Mission Beach, you can walk all the way around through PB. And you don't even need an Uber or anything. You can just jump on your bike or on your feet because it's not like you're really going up and down crazy hills either. Unless you get into Soledad, then you're going to probably want to have a bike or a car. But it's great for groups, right? We have a lot of single family homes. So if you're going to rent an Airbnb, there are some big homes in the area that do go for Airbnb or VRBO. So make sure you look into those. You might spend a little bit of money, but the thing is if you're bringing a large crowd or your family, then it's actually way cheaper than one of our hotels here in San Diego. It's very pet friendly. So a lot of Airbnbs allow your dogs. We are really pet friendly here in San Diego. Dogs everywhere. You see them in the bars. You see them all over the coffee shops. And I never realized it because until my husband moved here from Canada and he was like, there are dogs everywhere. This is crazy. And he loves it. And I never really realized it because we're very dog friendly. So make sure to bring your dog on a trip if you want or leave them at home. But you will see dogs in the restaurants, a lot of the restaurants, and definitely walking all over town, especially before and after people go to work. You're going to see the dogs everywhere. I actually am a huge fan of that because I usually have dogs in my life, but this is the first time we don't have a dog because we're almost free of children as well. So we don't have the dogs, but we do like to see all the dogs around and we know all of them in the neighborhood, which is cool. The downside I've talked about in one of my other videos, but we are noisy. So in different parts of Pacific Beach, I got really lucky on my neighborhood because we're very quiet. But if you get down into Garnet and then the whole love of Pacific Beach of crowds a little bit more, it's going to be a little bit more noisy. So that's one of the downfalls you need to think about. We have a lot of the college kids come in, but you also have to think we are a beach town. So it's a little bit noisier than our quieter beach towns around, but Pacific Beach is going to be a little bit more loud. Limited parking, so you have to be aware of our parking situation. As we build all these accessory dwelling units, granny flats, casitas, however you want to see them, as they're coming, we are not having a lot of parking anymore, which is a huge issue, especially for locals like myself, because we want our parking. So be aware that you're going to want to come early down to Pacific Beach, or if you're purchasing a property, make sure that you have some parking because it's very well worth that. I would say like the best parts of getting an Airbnb would be right on like oceanfront, Ocean Boulevard, and also throughout North PB if you have some kiddos, because it's going to be a little bit quieter. So it all depends why you're here. So are you here to party with some friends, or are you here to, and you know what, let me touch on that. Because if you're here to party with some friends, make sure that Airbnb, it does not say in there that you cannot have parties, because those people, including myself, when I Airbnb my own house out, I make it very clear that the cops will be called by my neighbors. So just be aware of that. The one thing I want you to love and come to Pacific Beach to see is one of our landmarks, right? It's Crystal Pier. We love it. It's been there forever. And you can literally walk out on the pier. You can see everybody. There's like little bungalows there where you can rent, which is awesome. And honestly, I want to say it's like an over a year to get one of those little bungalows to rent. So if you are wanting to come here with some friends, or you wanted to stay maybe a weekend at the pier, like on Crystal Pier, you're going to need to get reservations. I think it's like a year in advance. Maybe it's even more now. It's great views out there. I love when they put the Christmas tree out there at Christmas time, and you can see it from like the boardwalk. Really cool. Overall, of course, I think PB is great year round. The weather is great. The people are great. You see all walks of life, which I'm a huge fan of instead of just one kind of person. I love to people watch. So if you like to sit at the local brewery or coffee shop and people watch, Pacific Beach is a great place to come. But if you don't like crowds and you don't want to see very many people, then I wouldn't say Pacific Beach is the one. Like I said, I wanted to give you some tips. I want you to go to certain spots when you are here in PB. I would say, I wrote some notes down because I didn't want to forget any, but if you want to go surfing, I would definitely go to Lost Street or Tourmaline Beach for longboarders. There are more longboarders. And then for beginners, more of Lost Street. Even Lost Street is really cool because you can sit up on the grass area where they used to be able to do yoga, which they cut that, which is a bunch of bullshit, what I think. But anyways, very pretty. So the end of Lost Street, right there on the beach, is gorgeous. Go there, have a sunset. Our sunsets are amazing. They're like beautiful blue, orange skies. You can't beat it. I would say that your like great dining places are happy hour. Happy hour at Tower 23 at Jordan's has a great happy hour. I would say because people come here for tacos and it's Taco Tuesday every Tuesday. So I would definitely go to Oscar's Mexican Seafood, or the Fish Shop is a great one. We have so much Mexican food here, so it will not disappoint, I promise. And I never realized that until I went out of San Diego and I was like, their Mexican food sucks. It's because we're right here, right by Mexico. So we have great Mexican food. Party scene, if you're still in the party scene or want to get in the party scene, Mavericks is a great fun spot. It's a really big bar, bunch of bars within this huge bar of Mavericks, which is cool. PB Shore Club is great. We have some great brunches and mimosas. Why don't you just hit me up on here if you are interested in knowing some great places around Pacific Beach? I definitely know where they are. I've seen them come and go. And we have lost a few restaurants last year too, which is a big bummer, but I'll let you know what's going on. But I would say like hidden gems and local favorites, go down to Fig Tree Cafe, really great. They have great coffee in the too, but a really good brunch, breakfast spot. Lost Street again is one of my favorites, so you got to head there. Kate Sessions Park, come on, Ionic. Go up to Kate Sessions Park. It's a few blocks away from my house, but it's up on the hill. You can sit out there and have a really good picnic. You're going to see lots of people doing yoga. They have their dogs there, of course. I actually have a video all about Kate Sessions Park, so get on there and look that up, but it's beautiful, really pretty. I could do another one for you guys if you're interested. I would look at little boutiques as well. Really great finds where there are local businesses. Pangea, if you've been here, Pangea is a really big building with lots of little shops inside that people rent space from. It's great. So the top final things, make sure you plan. The other thing is make sure you bring some layers because it can seem sunny right now, but come when it's starting to get a little bit darker, it does cool off. So bring a sweater. No heavy jacket. I think I own one heavy jacket, maybe two, but you don't need a heavy jacket. And make sure you plan ahead, especially in the summers, because we do have a lot of traffic and we have a lot of tourism down here. But I hope to see you in PB. Let me know if you're ready to buy or sell or invest here, and I would love to help you as your local real estate agent.